team, and we are the folks that we are a collaboration of various agencies you can see on here, and we usually every other Friday. This is typically our state coordination meeting, right, Catherine? And we would be wearing ball caps because that's like the dress code for that meeting. But we have a whole group of us that meet every other Friday throughout the year, and we keep the machine going. We keep putting out the information to your local facilitators, who then share that information with either the district coaches or at the building level, the coaches. And that's how this huge network continues to grow. And this is a small but mighty team. And what I want to share right now is one of our team members is getting ready to retire, and that's Marie Bazzelli right there next to that heart. And that next to her is her nephew, Tommy, right, Catherine? And that's Catherine right there too. Catherine, what forum was this? Do you remember?
This was right before the world shut down. So, and Marie, I think you are on the call. There are no words to convey how much we love you and what you've done for this network. And I know you will continue to come and certainly bring Tommy to future forums as a guest and a celebrated member, because the network's never going to lose you for real. You're always going to be with us.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Oh, there she is. Hi, Marie, say hi to everybody.
Hi, yeah. It's hard to believe I'm going to retire in March.
I almost fell off my chair when I opened up that email. I'll just have to tell you.
There's not another Marie Bazzelli in this world.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And just so you
And
know,
I have the forum in my book, because I'll go to Tommy's. He lives in Camp Hill, and stay there, and then I can come over.
will you help with banner distribution? I'm sorry.
Sure.
Moving on.
Sure.
And just so that you all know, Marie has been the lead, I don't know what the name is, webmaster, czar of the website. She is the one that keeps our website going, and I'm going to go into the website in a little bit, but we just wanted to take this moment and just share with all of you that one of our team members is retiring, and Marie, we love you.
Thank you, Tina. Everybody. We've been at this since 2006. It's hard to believe.
Yes, we have. All right, moving on. I want, somebody has taught me how to do QR codes. And so I'm going to be QR coding you all over the place. I think this is in the playbook too. I'm not sure if it's there yet, but what I'm told is you can take your phone and you can get to the link. I want to make sure that everybody is aware of this video that Melissa Klug helped to create along with a lot of other people. But this intro video highlights both early childhood programming and school age programming. And I would share with you as building coaches, as district coaches, get this out there to share with your teams. And so that they see, if you need to do an overview of PBIS, if for a school board meeting, whatever you need, please access this video. It's well done. If you find any errors, just email Melissa. Was that wrong, Melissa? Was that wrong?
That's fine, Tina, thanks.
All right. Community of practice. So the network is a community of practice. And what I put in here is a QR code that takes you back to the PaPBS website. And the reason we don't list every member of the community of practice is because there are changes and we want to make sure it's as up to date as possible. So if you use this QR code, you can see all the different agencies who help to inform the process that we go through. So in this world of this network, it's you are part of a large group of folks supporting you. So I just want you to be aware of that. And I'm going to ask a friend, is anybody able to access the QR codes, or did I over? Okay, good. Thanks, Bryn. Thanks, Marie. So this will take you there for you to have that. And I'm going to ask Erica or Eva, were you able to get the PDF into the playbook or the Padlet or no?
Yes, it is loaded in the first column of the Padlet. Yep.
All right. So I'm hoping everybody has access to this so you can do whatever you need to do.
Tina, some of our coaches can't get in. It says that the meeting is at its max.
Which is true.
And yeah, it is. And we are taking care of that on the back end.
Thank you.
Why did somebody just remind me to look at the number of participants? I'm talking to 300 people? What?
Huh?
Okay, now my palms are sweating again.
There's also that, just to wrap up on that, they're working on that kind of stuff, but also if you know someone that you work with there was a message put in the chat. If someone that you work with is not in, make sure that they have the link to the playbook, because they can join us at 9:15 at whatever session they want to go to. There'll be plenty of space for everybody once we get to that time.
Absolutely. And we do also have Tina Reif, our support person, sending out that playbook link to those who are not able to get in.
See what I mean? This is what PBIS is all about. We're such a team. Thanks, everybody. So are you seeing this slide now that shows the forum? Okay, save the date. Put this on your calendar. November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2023, the Hershey Lodge and Convention Center. Those are the dates of our forum. And we are combining with our academic friends this year. So the PBIS, put in the chat box if you attended the 2022 PaPBS Implementers Forum. Put that in the chat. Say, I was there. Say you were there. Not yet. I was there. It was amazing. I was there. Learned so much. Virtually, yes. Yep. Okay. So a lot of you know what's going on with this. Some of you don't. If you don't know what's going on with the forum, it's a party. And it's to celebrate all of you. And it's a place where school teams and programs, early childhood programs, wear, their school spirit shirts, and you eat a lot of chocolate. And some people go to the bar at night and have these chocolate martinis. But you learn a lot of stuff about PBIS. So this year, we are sharing the conference dates with our academic MTS partners. So November 1st will be the PBIS, as you all who have been there before know it to be, and we'll have our recognition and all the things we do that first day. Then on the 2nd, our academic partners are bringing different top people in the area of literacy and math and SEL and equity, and it's just going to be a jam-packed agenda. Like, you won't be able to decide where you want to go on November 2nd. And then on the 3rd is a short day. It ends at about noon. And that's a day where we do longer kinds of workshops, but it's a don't miss event. Anybody on the team want to share something, or Sue, you want to add something?
Nope, I think you're good. Thanks.
All right. So this is important. Okay, is everybody paying attention? I need you to be paying attention. Okay, Bryn is paying attention. So for the day one, November 1st, we have one keynote speaker that usually kicks off the forum, and then that keynote speaker does a session. But all of the other sessions that we populate our agenda are folks like you. They're local building level coaches, building level teams, program levels, early childhood coaches, whatever. You all create the agenda or the sessions for our forum. That's why it's called an implementers forum. You're implementers. So you will see on this slide, there are 2 places to go. One is the link to the actual Google form to apply. The one below it are the guidelines, and gives you guiding questions or guiding things on what you should or should not be filling in that Google form. We score these. We have other folks from our various agencies through our community of practice who read your proposals. They score them. It's very competitive. And those folks who score within and they're doing a certain strand, they are asked to present at the Implementers Forum. And the date that you would be asked to present on is November 1st, 2023. So a couple of things to consider. You think about, are you going to be at your school year program in the fall of 2023? That's something to consider. before you apply for this, just think about like, where do I see my life in 2023 of the fall? We had some things change. We understand things will change, but remember, this forum isn't actually occurring till the next school year. So we want to get information out to all of you as to whether you're accepted or not accepted very quickly. So we are striving for very tight timelines, aren't we, Shonda? Yes. So the first due date for your proposal is March 20th. What happens then is we take all these proposals, and like I said, it's pretty competitive, and we score them. And our goal is to let you all know whether you're in or out to present at the forum April 21st. Okay, okay, I get anxious. Is my neck blotchy? I mean, we're going to try. That's our goal, is to have it that early. So, you know, leaving your school year, that you are presenting in the fall of the following year. Sue, Shonda, Catherine, anything I messed up on or any area you want to clarify there?
I don't think you messed up on anything. I just want to strongly say, all of you early childhood folks, please submit your applications. We, you know, there's nothing more powerful than hearing from each other what's working, how to make things get better. So we definitely want you to submit and participate.
Anybody else? Catherine, anything to add?
Just that this is that day that we get to spotlight and connect with these building coaches. We want to hear your voice. So if there's areas that you see in Scale Up, there's areas that you want to prioritize that you know is happening in the field, let's spotlight that. And we've made this RFP really user-friendly. And we are all here to help you if you are trying to process if it's something that's applicable or if it's something that could be conveyed in a poster or a combined session. All of those are viable questions, and we really welcome navigating that with you.
Perfect, Catherine. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And please connect with your local facilitator. Connect with the person who's reaching out to you, who invited you to this. Work with them on that, because we rely very heavily on our local facilitators. All right, recognition. Lisa Gregg, are you still on the call? Yes, you are. I see you. So last year's recognition booklet, trust me, I get confused with dates too. I was looking for the most current one. I'm like, where's 2022-23? From the 2022 forum, this is the recognition booklet. It is online in a PDF version for you. You can take a look and see what schools near you or what early childhood programs near you. You can see all the names of the local facilitators, the state coordination team. It's all packed filled in that booklet. And that is from last year. We will generate another one for the 2022-23 school year. This includes early childhood and school age. This is just a document that's for all of us. So just so you know, recognition applications for the 2023 forum closed December 1st. So at this point, your school or your program is being worked with by your local facilitator. So the next steps, just so you know, so you can do a check mark for yourself, and I may have missed something here. I'm sure I'll be corrected. I take feedback pretty well. 80% of certified staff, this is for school age, will complete the self-assessment survey that your local facilitator will share with you and your staff. Your local facilitator will set up a meeting with you, a date when you're going to be completing the fidelity measure. And the self-assessment survey needs to be completed before you sit down to do the fidelity measure, along with your walkthrough needs to be completed if you're doing the TFI before your fidelity measure. Now, I'm doing very global, intervention. I don't know what the word is. Global things. Global tasks. That's the word. Global tasks. Your local facilitator will definitely work with you on this. Sue, please add for early childhood.
What I wanted to add for early childhood is, as you said on here, the application window is closed. We do have your information and so forth. We have, for those of you who have applied for recognition for the first time this year, early childhood still does a show up and do an evaluation called the preset. Those have not yet been scheduled, but we'll be working on those very soon. I've been out for a while, so we're gonna get those things caught up and get moving on those things ASAP.
Okay, so any more questions, please go to your local facilitator. We're just giving you the bird's eye view and making sure that you're in the loop of what's going on. Please make sure Marie Bazzelli, she's retiring, we want a lot of hits on the website. Be sure to access our website. There is literally a site on the website that is called Coaches Corners. That's for you. There's a whole bunch of things. If you click on coaches resources, this is program wide and school age. There's a coaching guidebook, a coaching self-assessment, ways to alleviate meeting monsters. So there's lots of stuff on the PaPBS website for you. And I'm sorry, I forgot to make a QR code for this one, but it's on the PaPBS website. You just click on the Coaches Corner, and that is open to everybody. And if you have something that you're really proud of as a building coach or a district coach, and you'd like to share and have others know about it, let your local facilitator know, and we could probably get it uploaded to our site as a resource. I don't know how many of you are planning to go to the PDE conference, the Pennsylvania Department of Education conference, and there's the QR code for that. And you might be saying, Tina, why are you talking about that? Well, because from Heather George from Florida, Patty Hirschfeld from California, and Chris Borgmeyer from Portland, Oregon, they are coming and they are going to be talking about all things behavior, supports for students. Patty Hirschfeld is going to be talking about at the upper levels, the older students, talking about student voice at PBIS. Heather George is going to be talking about integration. She's going to be talking about a classroom observation tool. And Chris Borgmeyer, he is the go-to guy for functional behavior assessment and positive behavior support work. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew about them. The conference is coming up really quick, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Heather's the 1st, Patty's the 2nd, and Chris is the 3rd. Did you like how I did that? Did you see that?
And there's a virtual option if you can't get out of the building.
That is true. But didn't you like how I lined up the name? Okay, moving on. No one cares. Okay. I want to give out some shout outs. This is at the national, well, I would say international level. APBS, the Association for Positive Behavior Support, that goes from birth to geriatrics of positive, how you use PBIS, is happening March 29th through April 1st in Jacksonville, Florida. And our very own Dr. Nicole Holland Sims, who has since left Patton, but she's still close to our heart. She is the opening keynote, like, hello. And then these are the only two that I know of, but if there's other folks on the call that are doing this, we have Dr. Crystal Volksberger. She is going to be a presenter at the forum, at the APBS conference, and our own Dr. Becky Millspaugh is going to be presenting at the APBS conference. So shout out to them. I tried to find their course descriptions or whatever it is. I couldn't find that, but there's a QR code for APBS. Is there anybody else here who's presenting at APBS that I don't know of? Okay, I think I got it. All right, moving on. The shout outs continue. If I can get this to, oh, look at this. Our own Erica Karuder, who is right there. She is a co-author on a book that's just been released, and it's creating equitable practice in PBIS. And along with her, I already talked about Nicole, we have Dr. Tim Runge. And those of you who don't know who he is, he's the guy who takes all the data that we ask you to provide, all that annual data and fidelity data, and he works with his team at the Indiana University of Pennsylvania to crunch the numbers and give us our program evaluation. He also presented at our last forum. So when the recordings come out, which will be soon, right, Shonda? When the recordings come out, you'll be able to see them. So we are just so excited. Can we all do clapping hands for Erica? She's on her, so proud of her. Okay, and the others, but she's here. Anyway, moving on. And then we have the coaches playbook. Now, before we get to this, Sue, we have 5 minutes. Anything I missed that needs to be added for program wide?
I think that everything you said kind of fit through here. The only piece I want to say before you go into the coaches playbook, the piece that says program wide, younger than kindergarten, pay attention to that, folks. We always get, because that's really going to be the audience, that the ones that are linked as for program wide track 1 and program wide track 2, those are the, you really need to pay attention to that, because that's the audience. And if you're secondary and you show up at a program wide one, we're really not going to be talking to you. Sorry.
Sorry, that in that instance, you're not included. Sorry. If you want to hear what's going on with the younger than kindergarten, go for it. But I think I did this right. I made a QR code for this one, and I think that's all I have. So if there's any questions, you can just email me or put them in the chat, and I'll find them at some point and get back to you. But I really, Erica, thank you again for organizing this whole day with a whole team of folks like Scott and Melissa and Eva, and Becky and Beth. I mean, Lisa, Greg, like there's just so many people that go into making this work.